What are we doing?
We are lost in South Buffalo.
Lost in South Buffalo for the season finale of the Nick and Dan show.
However,
Exham Priory is lost.
you rescued ThinkSoJoe.
Nah, I won't do that. Joe!
I know the words of that one too.
You do? Man, you are just well-rounded this evening and prepared. He's more prepared than we are, because again, we didn't plan any of this.
No. God, no.
We definitely
I
left...
don't know what he's talking about. I just got out of jail 5 minutes ago.
And we definitely left Carl back there after he broke you out.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think the cops will catch him though. I think he's fast enough. It's Buffalo. They're lazy.
Fine.
He's small and squirrely, and he's got a whole bunch of skeleton keys.
He's a...
Yes.
I saw what you did there.
Yeah.
It's got legs. It tracks. Joe, how do you feel about singing?
Do you really want to subject your viewers to that?
I do. I so do. Because Exham Priory hates you.
They
But-
really do.
Anyway, how about a little Metallica?
That worked. There was another verse supposed to be in there, but that's all right.
He always forgets that one.
Yeah, that's okay.
We'll be right back after this. Hey Rats, before we continue, just want to remind you to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. That way you keep up to date with all the cool new videos coming out weekly from Exham Priory. Going to the car wash!
It's not a car wash, it's a monsoon.
Car wash, yeah!
We're driving through one of those waterfalls we spoke of earlier.
What?
Fine, ruin the surprise.
Water wall.
Is that like Wonderwall?
No.
Just thinking
No.
that. Thank you.
I hate that song so much. I hate it so much.
So much.
Ask me to stop talking about Wonderwall.
Stop talking about Wonderwall.
I said maybe.
It's almost as good as a Rickroll.
We're no strangers to know. You know the rules, and so do I. Love you, Karina.
Yeah.
And we're back with ThinkSoJoe
Hi.
and Dan
Hi.
and who am I?
Tony.
I'm Tony.
That
Nice
sounds
to meet
about right.
you. Hi, everybody. I'm Tony. Nice to see you today.
Wow, way to go stereotypical.
That's all right. Listen, I'm Italian. I'm allowed to. It's our thing. It's cool. It's totally cool.
Gotcha.
So, Joe,
Yes.
you're obviously in a band.
Yes.
It's called The Living Brain Dead.
Yes.
In case you guys haven't seen me or Dan rocking their gear on the show several times this season,
On your
actually.
live stream too.
And yes, on our online concert. I made sure it was right here because we like to represent all the other bands that we know and love, whether they be, indie, whether they be label, it doesn't matter. Now, one thing that is always interesting about bands being on stage, covers. Playing cover songs for an original band in the middle of a set. Some are wonderful,
Mm-hmm.
and some fall flat on their face.
Mm-hmm.
So, Joe, tell us about your experiences. Any particular ones that stand out to you as particularly rough or, that went really well?
So we do in the Living Brain Dead what we like to call a blink out. We play Damn It by Blink 182, which was just like a spur of the moment thing at practice that was like, hey, that's a song we could play.
Okay.
And then the first time we did it went perfectly smooth. The second time we did it, we couldn't figure out how to end it. So we decided we're going to start ending it by playing an 80s cover.
Okay. Respect.
And we started with Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley.
I bet the Karina loved that.
Much to Karina's delight.
Good.
So we did that, and then we did. We were like, okay, for the next one, what are we gonna do? And we decided to do Creeping Death.
Metallica, obviously.
Yes, and so we just decided, okay, we're just gonna finish the Blink song. We're gonna pick it up right at a dan, 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 dan. Did not go over well at all.
Now, it was because the crowd wasn't feeling it, and they weren't singing or chanting the dies, or did you just...
I think we just kind of caught him off guard. I've
Okay.
actually had that happen to me at a Long Cold Dark show where Drew was like, okay, you guys sing, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're playing, and then it's like, oh, that's what you're playing, okay.
Dude, Grant did that to me from Dreadnecks once, where he has caught me completely off guard, throwing the mic to me for one of their songs, and I'm like, I just blank, because I was not expecting it. Kind of like I do to Dan all the time on this show.
Yeah.
So, Dan, without blindsiding you, any songs that cover songs you've played live you thought went really well, or even like bands you've seen that have done covers that were surprising or didn't quite go the way they thought it would?
Well, one that was actually a very pleasant delight surprise. Because that's a thing, a delight surprise.
It totally is.
Back when we played with our buddy Zach Thrash when he was in Motorizer at Evening Star. I'm sorry, no, he formerly of Motorizer. When he played this song, he was of THC, Total Harmony Corruption. and they played Blind for Korn.
I do remember that. That was awesome.
That was completely off guard, but it was fucking rad as shit.
I remember that actually. Like we all stopped. Like, everybody in the room stopped and just turned and looked at the stage like, wow, that's really happening.
And I believe that was actually the night that Zach had left his Gibson at the Evening Star.
Yes, and you drove it back.
Drove it back out to Rochester.
And that's a good, like, what, 2-hour drive one way?
Yeah,
maybe an hour, depending on how you drive.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. It's closer to an hour. All right. I mean, God, I've played so many freaking covers over the years. There's a reason they call me the Human Jukebox. Well, I mean, there was that Creeping Death cover right there that we had some fun with. I thought that was interesting at the very least.
Break me out of jail. Like, how do you know the words to Creeping Death?
Yeah, just do it. You're fine.
Okay.
It's
Sure.
okay.
Let's
it's
go.
Totally okay.
The only thing that got me through prison was just that song over and over again.
Crocodile Rock. I think when we busted that out, I thought that went over way better than we were even expecting.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Especially seeing as, who was singing that one for us. Not everything has to be perfect, but I think that went over really well. Worst cover I ever did, or that I did not go over well, was Dead and Bloated by
Stone
Temple Pilots. Because that song is so freaking repetitive, I kept getting lost. And didn't remember what part I was in, so it got to the point where I just kept singing the chorus over and over and over again. Until the rest of the band kind of figured out that I didn't know where the hell I was, and they decided to stop it. So those are just a couple of experiences, and I'm pretty sure that for the most part, that's all indie bands right there. What about big bands? Any covers you've seen big bands do where it's been either, ooh, he shouldn't have done that, or that was completely out of nowhere and spectacular?
Well,
Trust Company, Sweet Home Alabama.
Now, is this a cringeworthy, or is this...
it is awful.
Okay.
The band themselves are awful. They have one good song.
I was saying, that whole album was a letdown, because they had the one single, and after that, everything else was not listenable.
So this show, I went to see Trust Company, and the girl I was dating, that was her favorite band.
Okay.
And we show up super early. This is at the Buffalo Icon. So if you're standing outside the door, you can hear what's going on inside.
Yes.
So they're doing sound check. They played Downfall for sound check. It's like, I heard the one song that I like by them. Can I go home now?
Yeah, that's it.
And then we get in, and they're like, yeah, we're from Alabama, so we got to cover this song. And they played Sweet Home Alabama, and it was just like the worst cover I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, just leave Skinner alone, folks. Unless you're in Shinedown, and I think they only have the ability because isn't he married to one of Van Zant's daughters or something, or granddaughters? I know he got the okay to do Simple Man for a reason.
Shinedown.
Yes, Shinedown, not Trust Company.
Right.
But yeah, just leave Skinner the hell alone. And also, people out there, stop yelling for Freebird. None of us want to play it. None of us.
The Scarecrow Show will.
The Scarecrow Show will, if you ask for it enough, but be prepared to have the full 11-minute solo version.
I'll do that too. I have done that before. Some jerk called out Freebird in a fucking packed tent, and I went, all right, you got it. And we went to like the full extended, like the one that's on the live album. It's like 16 minutes long. Oh yeah, we gave it to him. And then I made sure to point out whose fault it was. The crowd didn't like him. All right, so that one fell flat then, big band. Dan, how about you?
I don't know how big they are. They were kind of big back in the day. The Cancer Bats.
Okay.
Doing Beastie Boys Sabotage.
Now was this cringeworthy or was this a wow factor?
It's absolutely fantastic.
Okay, all right, nice.
It brings that whole thrash kind of style to it, and it's just a good time.
Right. All right. I'm getting a lot of backlash for this, especially seeing as the cover we just did. Metallica, anytime they leave Kirk and Rob on stage by themselves, it's painful. Like, You've seen them in recent years, how they leave them and they
I saw it was the
covers.
first show after Chris Cornell died.
Okay.
And Rob played the vocal melody from Black Hole Sun. I didn't even know what it was until somebody told me later.
Yeah.
And then I got like the live recording of it. It's like, oh, that is what he was playing. Okay.
It's like, oh, wow. Yeah. It's not good. Or like I saw a video when they were in Manchester, England. They covered I Want to Be Adored by the Stone Roses, which, if you're from the UK, huge band from the 80s, early 90s. I'm a big fan of theirs. When I saw them, I know the song, and they started playing, I'm like, ooh, stop. Just stop. It's so bad. So those, I feel like they fall really, really flat. But that's my experiences. Now, guys, we are getting very close to the end here. It's been a fantastic time doing season 3. I'm glad we finally got back to doing this. I like the new format. Joe, I'm glad we were able to get you back involved a little bit.
Yes.
Obviously, we couldn't get you in earlier in the season because we were just trying to figure out this new approach to the Nick and Dan show, looking at the future. But now that I think we've got it all hammered out, you're down for season 4, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Dan, down for season 4? That's a yes.
All right.
Guys, it's been a great time. We will see you in the fall for Nick and Dan season 4. Go out, catch a concert, support your local bands, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.
See you. So, remember in the start of the episode how you said you didn't want to come to work with me?
I did.
Well, guess what?
Ah, you're a dick.
We've arrived, motherfucker!
Joe, I guess we're going to work.
Okay.
Oh,
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Worst trip ever, Dan.
You can come work in the warehouse with me, Fred.
No, worst trip ever.
Oh, come on!
I am not going to work for you.
You just told me to drive. This is where I spend all of my time.
You go to work,
I don't want to.
and I will re-record all their voicemail greetings.
Can you at least make them funny?
Sure. Will you guys write them for me?
Yes.
We sure
Cool.
will.